Okay, I bought a auger for the auger head that I picked up in a citywide cleanup. Somebody had thrown it out. I cleaned the carburetor a little bit and runs like a champ. So I ordered an auger bit, and when you know it, this is $875 and that's for $750. So, and I don't have a drill bit that size, so I'm setting it up to bore it. And what I did was I clamped it to the edge of the table, swung my head over, dialed it in this way, so it's straight this way, dial it in straight this way. Now I got to dial in the ID of this, of the existing bore, and then we'll be ready to bore that out so I can make use of it. Cost me, I think, 30 bucks for this auger head. The whole unit would have been about 300 bucks, I think. I'm not exactly sure. And for fence post holes, I've been either digging them manually or borrowing neighbors' augers. So I kept thinking, oh, I'm going to buy one of those augers, and I never did. And now I won't have to. Just dialing in the bore. Okay, 0 out there. Whoop. 0. Nothing says that this bore is round either. And it appears not to be. Quite honestly, I think it is out. It's egg-shaped. There. All right, we're 5 below, and we're at 0. So let's pick that 2.5. All right, we're at 0, and we're at 0. I think that's close enough. After all, it's not a rocket or a spaceship or whatever. Who says that? Oh, it's I always watch Terrell Fixes All. I get a kick out of watching him, and that's a lot of times that's what he'll say. He'll say, "Yeah, it's not a rocket." All right, I need a boring head. Boring head in there. And tighten that up. See if I'm in the picture here. Yeah, I am. Okay, I can come up a little bit and zoom in here a little bit. See, I got some rust starting on my boring head here. That's not nice. Right there. A blob of right over the mark. my mark. And let's get a stone and clean that off of there. Not good. Oh, that's not my mark. My mark's down here. I'll clean it off anyway, though. Still don't want it there. Over the summer I got that. All right, so we need a boring bar. Let's go over here to the lathe and pick one out. I'm looking for one that's carbide tipped. And we got to drop her down. Drop her down. Really don't need one that long. Let's see if I can find a shorter one. Let's see if I can find a shorter boring bar. It doesn't need to be that long. One of these days I'm going to have to invest in buying some new boring bars or making some more. I made a lot of these, so. Okay, my small Allen wrench set. I had that out when I tightened, right here. Alright, make sure the tip is straight with the travel of the there we go. And then we want to set our depth. We'll set it right to about there. Hopefully that's far enough. Went to a short boring bar from a long one, and now I'm wondering if it's going to go far enough, deep enough. Let me get a scale here and measure that. So an inch and 100. I might have to go with something deeper. I'm going to cut away here and then I'll come back. Okay, I went back to the boring bar I picked out the first time. So now I got it in there. Got my depth set. I don't want to go that fast in RPM. Kick her down a little notch. There we go. And feed rate. Okay, feed rate, I got it set at 1 thou per revolution. Crank it out until it touches. Until it makes us going up and down and adjusting until it makes a scratch mark in the paint. Right there. All right. Now, make sure you're in the shot. Yep. And here we go. I'll put it in gear. And I'm going to go, it's 875, I'm going to go like 10 over or so. It doesn't have to fit under tight. Let's stop here a minute. I did tighten this up, didn't I? Yep. Yes, I did. All right, let's see where we're at right away. Where we're at now. And get a snap gauge. Boy, sure, these SBI snap gauges I have seen a lot of use over the years. This one. And if you've never used a snap gauge, I know I've seen people sitting there trying to get it close to center and then tighten it up. That's not how you use a snap gauge. Not how I was taught anyway. And matter of fact, it's not how SBI, I think they have it on their website even, but you collapse it, put it in, and hold it over at an angle, loosen it. Oh, you can't go in the hole though. So you have it at an angle, you tighten it. You don't have to tighten it tight, I mean real tight, and then you take it over center one time. You go over center one time, just bloop, like that. And what that does is that, depending on your feel and how tight you tighten it, is going to tell you how much under that, because it measures. For me, it measures 2/10 under. It measures a press fit, is what it does. And we are at 810. So we got about 65 thou to go. So I am going to take. I'm going to take these glasses off so I can see. And that's, I'm going to go 30 thou and see how that handles it. Bring that down close to the top, put it in gear. That sounds good. Might have to go out and get this mounted, go out and poke a couple holes in the yard. That was where it's going over the hole, the cross hole. Don't know what that noise was. That was a weld splatter down there or what that made that noise. Come on off of there. Let's take a free pass. I'm going to get a dab of oil. Here. Sulfur oil. High sulfur. Solitex. I think that's what it's called. I'm going to make a free pass. Stinks, I know that. I still really haven't decided what engine I'm going to build. I'm thinking about maybe building a half scale or a smaller ones that I built a couple years back. Anyway, plus I got gears to make yet for the lathe, that little lathe that I was building. They're sitting there. I've got the NC mill still set up for gears. It was set up to make gears and what it was doing was it was making a pass, making a second pass, and then making a third pass on my and then I'm using my wish I could find my little hook, my little chip hook. I haven't been able to find that. I laid it down somewhere and it either got thrown out or got sucked up in the vacuum, or it's just a little hook to pull out chips from holes like that. This little file works also. All right, let's measure the hole again. Should be 35 bigger, or 30 thou bigger. At an angle, snug it up, flip it over. Nope, I got it too much of an angle. Okay, flip it over. Flip it over one time. $835, and we are going to $875, correct? I'm just double checking the shaft. Yep. I'll go another 30. Since that handled that pretty decent. 10, 20, 30. And put some oil in it right away. This is actually the first like actual machine shop work that I've done all summer. I had some woodworking that I did some milling on, but me and wood don't get along. I can measure it and cut it 2 or 3 times in wood and just never get it right. I admire the people that can take a piece of wood and make stuff out of it. I don't have that capability in me. Give me a chunk of metal, I can make something out of it, but give me a chunk of wood and all I can do is make chips out of it, shavings. I can make sawdust out of it. It's cool out today. I think the high was around 40. If it even made it to 40. I don't think it even made it to 40. It was supposed to, I think, but I've been busy trying to arrange, well, you've seen it in that video that I did of that leather strap cutter. Trying to arrange and make room in there. I got a test stand, alternator test stand that I got to get in there. One time over, and I haven't got room for it yet. Yeah, apparently I didn't lock these. Lock it down. Lock. Okay. $8.55. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, about 25 thou to go. I should have been closer. I have a hard time reading or seeing the small lines on this. Oh, I might have to tighten up the 20. Tighten up the gibs on it. That I think it's actually moving back on me. It's moving around. That's not good. I've never had to use the brake. It's always been just the tension I have on the gibs on that. We are, as far as my father-in-law's garage, we're far from getting that cleaned out yet. Many things left in it. So next summer we're gonna maybe have a couple more garage sales, and then after that there is one person that, well, actually there's a couple that want to buy what's left, whatever's left over. Well, it fell behind me, but so we may just, you know, one of the guys has owns a flea market, and may just let him give me a price and get rid of everything at once. I did reshingle the roof in the shed down there, so it's got all new shingles, and because we were gonna put it on the market, this house, because I bought it. I thought, well, I'll buy it and take my time cleaning it out, and then I can just turn around and sell it and probably make a buck or two. Well, I think it's going to be lose a buck or two because the housing sales has gone down considerably. The realtor had told me that 10 over 875, just what I wanted. That's it. But the realtor had told me that if I put it on the market, that there's no reason that house wouldn't sell within a week. That was the shortage of houses in town. So anyway. Oop. Take this off of here. It's warm. And in the cross hole, I'll have to find a pin. I'd like to have a shear pin on it. There we go. Let's see if it'll fit on the auger head, or on the power head. I'll zoom you in over there at the power head. I got it on the other end of the table there. Hopefully it'll fit. The 10th out of spare. Come on. It might not be deep enough. Let's take a file after that, and there's some rust on there. Maybe it's hanging up on the rust on it. So get me the file out. Before I use it, I should probably check the grease in that. Make sure that some grease, the gears are greased. Although as much as I'm going to use it, we've got all our fence put up and posts put up that we need, so I did feel a couple high spots around around the hole. So maybe that's what was hanging up on it. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's what was hanging up on it. So now, I do have some ball lock pins. Cotter pins, safety clips, safety pins. I don't know if it's long enough though. Too small. Do I have one the right size? It would be nice, because those are nice. Oh, right size too. What it is, it's a ball lock pin. It's got little ball bearings. You push the button in and the ball bearings drop in and you can pull it out. That's going to work. That's going to work great. Line up the hole. Slide it in. There we go. Now, we're ready to poke holes. Wish it wasn't so windy out. I'd go out and do that just to test it. But as windy and as cold as it is, if I want to do that, let's see if we can get it started. Choke. All right, we're set. We're set to poke holes. So I now have a post hole digger, and it cost me 30 bucks. That auger was, the auger for that was $30. $30 and a little bit of time to bore it out. And they probably had the right ones, and I just didn't notice it when I was ordering it. They might have had the right size for that, but I didn't pay attention. So it'll be, I should run that. I did put in non-ethanol gas, so it's it doesn't matter if I leave it set. It can set with non-ethanol gas. You can leave it set for months and you won't have any problem. If you put ethanol gas in, you're going to have problems because the ethanol absorbs water. Alcohol will absorb some water and it'll turn to gel in the carburetor, and it gels your carburetor up right away, and not good. So Fieldman, I've never really heard of that brand, but I have now. All right, enough playing. I'm going to clean up my mess. Put my head back to swivel my head back over there and tram the head in and on the mill. And maybe I'll make a tramming video. I'll pull that vise off of there and Tomorrow, I'll have a video tomorrow of tramming that head back in, swiveling it back over, and then tramming it to make sure that everything is where it should be and as it should be. So, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. I'm just going to go ahead and put that thing away. I'm going to put her into garden shed and stand her up. Don't want to lay it down. Somebody that I know had it wasn't a ice auger or a postal digger, but it was an ice auger, and they hung it upside down, and that's a no-no. All that grease in here will get onto the clutch in the inside, and it won't work. So anyway, enough jabbering. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.